Coming up next on Teardown, I've got a 1978 GL1000 Goldwing. The VIN number is GL140536992. It's got about 50,000 miles on the clock. Got a blown right head gasket. If you watch my other video, you'll see what I'm talking about. Got a clean and clear Nebraska title. Bought this with the intentions of maybe either keeping it for myself or one of my buddies riding it or something. Well, after a few days of deliberations, just come to the conclusion that I've already got so many bikes that I can ride that I just don't really have the time and the money to put into this thing. And it sure is a pretty bike, and it's kind of a shame to part this one out. It's going to be some really nice parts for you guys out there. Got a blown head gasket. The carburetors are a little bit dirty. I'll probably part the carburetors out is what I'll probably do with them. Wanted to bring it out here in the sun so you could see how nice the chrome is on this thing. Everything works on it electrically. I got the battery charged up just enough to blow the horn and stuff. The battery's pretty old. I'm not sure if you can see the turn signal lights there. Sun's pretty bright. I did check the brake lights. All that stuff works. High-low beam works. It's actually got a new Rix starter motor in it. Aftermarket Rix. Guy just put that in before the thing died on him. The other starter went out. I have the original starter as well that I can sell as a core. The seat's been totally professionally redone. The guy got a seat pan off eBay and took it to an upholsterer. That's what he said, at least. Put new tires on it. Not quite sure how many miles the tires have on them, but they sure have good tread on them. And these tires weren't put on years and years ago. This thing sat for about a year, covered in a carport. I've detailed it. I haven't polished the chrome all the way out, but I just wanted to clean it up a little bit so you can see how nice it is. It's got some Harley mufflers on the exhaust. I'll probably sell the whole exhaust as one piece. Sounds pretty good with those mufflers on there. The tack cable's unhooked. The guy was going to try to use it on his other bike. Unhooked one end and figured out it wouldn't fit. I'm really loving the paint on these shelter halves and on the side covers. I can't say it's mint. I mean, it's got a couple little defects in it, but boy, it sure is nice for 1978. You just don't see them very often in this shape. The tank bib leather's still in great shape. It does have a little bit of rust here and there. There's a little bit around those riser clamps. Hey, it's a 1978. I have done a lot of bikes from this era, and I very seldom see one with this nice a chrome, which is why I wanted to keep this thing. Has stainless steel brake lines up front. I know the guy that I got this from. I know the guy that he got this from, who runs a motorcycle shop in the area, and it has a electronic ignition. I can't remember what brand he said the electronic ignition is, but that was put on just before the bike was sold, so that's basically new. We got some extra parts for it. I've got some mirrors, some crash bars. Mirrors are near perfect. The crash bars are a little bit rusty. A couple other odds and ends, some extra gauges. And I haven't polished this. You might see a few water spots in this. I pressure washed it and polished the chrome out a little bit. It's got 50,623 miles on the clock. tachometer does work, just the cable's unhooked. All the switches and buttons on the handlebar controllers operate just fine. Would have loved to done a test ride on this thing. It's a gorgeous bike, but it's running pretty bad with that head gasket. Supposedly the KC backrest there, which these are like ABS plastic sides on it, but apparently that was brand new, just put on. It's still new in the package, new old stock stuff. And it looks like it's adjustable somewhat there. I'm not sure if it'll go all the way up for a driver's backrest. It doesn't look like it quite will. There you have it, 1978 GL1000 Naked Goldwing. Gorgeous bike. Gonna be some wonderful donor parts here. Be some great parts for restorations on the other old 78s on the road, and it's a really neat bike. And if I ever get another one, I'll keep it because this thing is just beautiful. Just love the lines on this. Thanks for looking.